the Carnot cycle is very limited. Even it is 100% efficient, but the amount of the work is very limited. So the problem will be arised. So what we have to think over the source of energy, the technologies which must be accessible to us, which must be convenient to us for the use, which must be giving us the benefit in terms of the environmental protection, in terms of economic development also. At the same time, the human hazardous and the diseases must be minimized. So for that reasons, we must have to be dependent on the renewable energy sources. And before starting that, I need to have a glance of over this. See, actually there is a picture you will see by the host if it is made available on the screen. This the power production from the country India itself in the year 2006 and then after the 2020. This is a gap of approximately 14 years, and you will see the India has produced much more renewable energy, electrical energy from the renewable sources rather than the energy from the fossil fuel based resources. The distribution of those, it is available, if made available on the screen. I will just try to show you by screen share. Hello. Okay, I will start myself. In 2006, the total power production in the India was 1,28,000 approximately megawatt power, and out of this 65% the contribution of the thermal power productions, and I think it was less than 10% of the total power production by the renewable energy sources. If we go for the present date, hello. If we go for the present date analysis, and these days from the source of the Ministry of the Power, we are getting the total power production from India today is 3,70,348 megawatt, right? Out of this total power production, the thermal contributes to 62% approximately, but no, rather a big change from last 14 years, because the coal contribute to 53%, 54%, approximately it is 1% difference from that till then, since then until now. Now the major change has been observed in the renewable energy sources, and in the renewable energy category we see the total power production has, if the government data we see that the 225 times the production of installation of the renewable energy sources has been increased. So this is the focus by the government also on the renewable energy sources and their utilization. Even if we see this date, we are having 23%, approximately 23% of the total power generation from the renewable energy sources. Earlier, it was very low. Now, a major change in contribution from the other resources, we see it is only the renewable energy. So the government is also having a focus on this one. Just keeping in this mind, we must be focusing our literacy also in these terms, because development of any particular country, either the literacy rate, there is a graph, we can see the illiteracy represent the undevelopment stage. So if we increase the harnessing of energy resources and use of that one, we will certainly go to the developing side, and we will be more developed when we will harness the more energy and we will utilize the more energy. In terms of utilization of those energy, at the same time, just not only the production, but our rate of utilizing those is needed to be improved, because as we are going to increase the improvement in energy efficiency of those using technical products, either the technologies, we will get the saving in terms of the energy. As earlier, we are having distribution and transmission losses of approximately 27% or 30%. If it is increased, then the loss of the energy only in the transmission is more. If we produce 2 units of energy at the power plant stage, we get 1 unit of energy at our homes and at the point of the use. So we will have to increase the transmission efficiency, we will have to increase the distribution efficiency, we will have to increase the energy efficiency of those systems so that they could get little power and give more work output from there. So these concerns is also needed in this particular consideration, that in spite of producing more and more, we must increase the efficiency of our systems so that they could be utilized in a better way, and with the little power used, either the half power used, we can get the double work output. Not means in terms of the losses we are talking about. If just I will cite one information from the paper Stuchug and Arun Majumdar has written on in the journal Nature for perspective of the secured energy life, either the sustainable energy life. In that he has represented the use of those bikes which are giving a particular mileage will be improved by just reducing their weight. So when you are going to reduce the weight of that particular vehicle, the mileage will be improved, the fuel consumption will be improved, the fuel consumption will be reduced, and in this way the energy, if it is increased, efficiency if it is increased, then certainly the saving of the fuel is there. So developed technological systems where very high efficient mechanisms if we are going to use, then we will certainly save the energy. So saving of energy in one hand and improving the efficiency of those systems by that means, and producing at the same time from the renewable sources which can never get depleted in the resource itself, because if it is going to be the fossil fuel, certainly it has its limit. It is been said that 155 years of the fossil fuel based, 60 years of approximately the petroleum product based fuels, they will last long. So it would be better for us to improve the energy efficiency of those systems so that we could get the saving in the energy in terms of the energy, and at the same time we could get more utilization of energy by increasing the energy efficiency. So utilization of those systems with enhanced energy efficiency, we need to make it as a practice, and at the same time reduction in the power losses is also needed at the same time. If we talk about as in terms of the bike and their weight, we have talked about, and in the same way if we talk about the other things also, just say it is transmission and distribution losses, if it is, even if we are going to talk about the amount of energy produced in a particular automobile, how much energy is being used by that particular vehicle. If we see from that particular paper which I have just cited, it will be 17-18%, because maximum heat loss through the cooling is also there. Maximum heat losses through the mechanical friction and wear losses is also there. So minimization of those losses and utilization of harnessing of those maximum amount of energy from the resource is needed at the same time to fulfill our energy security dream, so that we could get longer with the resources available on the earth. So for that reason it is needed. If we go for seeing the, actually there are so many slides available with the pictures and images. With the first, they may show you that how much amount of energy is there in forms of the different resources. In the renewable energy forms, how much it contributes to us, and expected projections were also shown. Projections from the Internal Energy Agency, and Internal Energy Agency shows that for till the year 2035 until the year 2050, how much carbon capture we can do and how much energy dependence on the fossil fuel we can reduce at the same time. It is needed to be observed. So for that reasons, we will have to go for the renewable energy sources, and we will have to go for the better utilization of those resources. If we will concentrate on those renewable energy resources, we will go firstly to the solar energy, which is available in the plenty on the earth. But the problems related with the solar energy is the very dilute nature of the solar energy. You just see, on a particular place we can assume the 1000 watt of the energy each we are getting, and on an average for the whole day, if we go for the calculations, then it can be taken as the 700 watt per meter square. On the per meter square area, if we are getting the amount of 700 watt, then it cannot be of that particular level as we need it. So for that reason, even the Carnot cycle is 100% efficient. We never go for that particular cycle because the amount of power available per cycle from the Carnot cycle is very low. And that amount of work make it impracticable. Along with the other regions also, which are very ideal thermodynamic regions, and thermodynamic processes must be performed in the reversible manner, which never is possible. But at the same time, these are the also basic regions because it is impracticable. In the same way, the solar energy is available, but its nature is very dilute. It is not so intense we can use for cooking at a particular time when needed, as we do it from the LPG resources. So how can we utilize this energy resource, solar energy? So just we will have to think over the other means of harnessing those solar energy resources. If, as I have said earlier, the Stone Age ended, not because stones were over, but because we have transformed ourselves. In that sense also, in that way also, we will have to think that the other cycles which were not 100% efficient, even they came into the practice and they were used. Based on that, the engines were working, and everyday work, not even a single engine is there which is working on the Carnot cycle, and we are getting used in our daily life. But rather, it is the Otto cycle, diesel cycle, dual cycle, which are less efficient, 35%, 40% efficient, but still we are using them because not only that we need idealism, but we need the comfortability, the need of power when it is there. Certainly the fulfillment of energy should also be there at the same time. If it is so, then okay. If it is not so, then we cannot use it. So for that reason also, the solar energy is not being made in a practice in that way. So we will have to go for thinking over the development of technological means so that we could harness them, make them available for this one, and at the same time the government will also have to make the policies regarding use of these resources, giving the subsidies. And as we see, the cost of energy from the fossil fuel based resources 20 years back, it was very low, and that time the solar energy based photovoltaic systems were very costly. These days, if we see, the cost of those photovoltaic cells are reduced, and it is now comfortable in comparison with the electricity bill coming from those resources, either that means which is conventional in the nature. So if we go for checking this one, we will find that the technological advancement, innovation, inventions, and the policies made by the government, these are also needed for making the renewable energy sources a practical source of energy. So from the solar energy source, we can use this for our energy requirements in the form of the thermal energy and in the form of the direct electrical energy production. If we use the photovoltaic cells, we can get the direct thermal production and direct production of the electricity. But the modules, either the photovoltaic cells, are of the efficiency giving them the only 10% up to maximum per meter square area. As the solar energy is dilute, solar energy is not always available, as the solar energy gives the heat energy also. And after that, if the 10% efficient systems are there, then it will be certainly impracticable for the humankind in this era. When these policies are there, it will be difficult for us. And making the standalone system and making those photovoltaic cells where the electricity is not there, certainly this can be made possible. But But we will have to think over the enhancing the system efficiency is a very important factor for use of the renewable energy sources, which will never create any problem to the environment, which will never create any problem to the needed power requirement. So we will have to think over. And apart from this solar energy, we see the problems not only this one that it is dilute in the nature. We see also it is not continuously available. It is available only during the daytime and continuously varying with the intensity. So how can we use for a continuous application, continuous purpose? We will have to go for changing its way, and we will have to go for either the storage capacity of a system to be improved so that it could be used later on when needed. So at the time of production, if use is not there, certainly the storage device should come into the picture. For the thermal applications, there are so many research which are going on, because the energy in the form of the heat can be stored either as a form of the latent heat or in the form of the sensible heat energy, where the temperature continuously varies. Even if you put simple a rod there in the sunlight, it is getting heated, and that heat energy even after the sunset can be utilized for a particular time. But only for the application of heating, this can be made possible. Not for the cooking purpose, it can be made possible. Not for the other applications of heating the water and producing the distilled water. This cannot be used. It is very less efficient. So that reason, what is needed? Needed that energy can be stored in another way, which must be reversible in the nature, which must be giving the better productivity also. If it is very sparse in the nature, very dilute in the nature, okay, but it can be stored in a better way, and storage capacity should be also improved so that we could utilize it for a longer duration also. So for that reasons, we need to focus on the technological innovations and the ways to store those energies. Even if we go for seeing the wind energy power generation, wind energy where it is available, that place only you can use it. But where it is not available, we cannot use it. But the need of energy is everywhere on the earth. So if the less efficient system is there, the less amount of energy we can get it. So for that reason, even if we go for the biomass and biogas production and for the electricity purpose, then it can be a thought that why to convert every time the renewable energy into a particular form of electrical energy. We rather get this for our application directly, right? For example, if we get the solar energy for heating purpose, even if we get it for the cooling purpose, if we get for electricity generation, then electricity generation and then the transmission losses, if it is going to occur at the place of production, if it is not being used, then it will be very less. If it is connected to the grid, then it is okay. So, but this can be another way of use of solar energy, that the amount of energy what we receive for a particular application, that can be directly converted into that form. And it happens in case of the biogas productions. If we get biogas produced from the manure, cow dung and buffalo dung and so many animals, then certainly if the raw materials are also there, fossil fuels are also there, then this can be used for producing the biogas, and that biogas can be directly used for the cooking applications rather than producing the electricity from the biogas. So this will be a difficult task. So, and even the efficiency of that conversion will be also the lower. So we must have to think over its use, how to utilize them, how to get the better utilization of those resources, and we will have to get the ways to minimize the fear of depletion layer, fastly depletion layer of the available resources and the consequences of that. Even we will have to take over those problems created by the use of those energy resources, and in the form of environmental problems, environmental protection if it is needed, then certainly we will have to go for the renewable energy sources, and dependency over this one has to be increased. So for this information, I think it is the time we must have to conclude the session. And any question, the session is open for the questions answered. Over to Joshi sir. Hello. Hello.
Hello. Any participant wants to ask any question can write his question in the chat box and it can be answered by the sir.
All participants are requested to type their question on chat box. Sir, there is a question.
Yes,
there is a question.
please.
So there is a question regarding the hybridization of renewable energy sources.
Who has? What is the question? What is the question? I could not understand. Hello.
So there is a question regarding hybridization of solar energy and wind energy. How it can be utilized at maximum.
Better question. So if we go for the coastal areas where the wind energy is also there, and actually we use the solar energy resources in those coastal areas also, and better if we get it combined with each other, then certainly the maximum amount of power at the same time along with the other utilization of those energies can be made possible, because solar energy has its two advantages, two applications, one thermal and another direct energy, electrical energy conversions. And even the direct electrical energy conversion systems also work with it. Hello.
Any participant want to ask any question, they can type on chat box.
Please write.
Hello, sir. There is a question regarding switching of. Sir, there is a question regarding switching of solar energy.
Yeah.
With hybrid system. How we are switching the system when we are using the hybrid system.
Switching off. Hello.
Switching off energy. Sir.
Am I audible? Am I audible to you? Oh. The hybridization of the energy systems, either the mixing of the systems to produce the power will be a better option, but the installation cost may increase. But as we see, even the single source of energy, which is a renewable energy, which is the solar energy, even this can be used for the thermal application and the electrical application at the same time. When we put a photovoltaic cell in front of the solar source, then we get the electrical energy. As the temperature of those photovoltaic cells increases, the efficiency of that particular photovoltaic cell decreases. If we apply another application of that using the thermal, then certainly along with this too, the both efficiency will increase. The thermal in the way of producing distilled water from the temperature gained by that photovoltaic cell. We put the raw water over this surface, even a little bit, that production of the electricity may be affected, but at the same time the water production will be there from the same system. So in that way you can use the electricity generation and the thermal application of the solar system at the same time, and that will be a better option always. If we use the wind energy system along with the solar energy systems, we are having a very long turbine system, and that turbine system even can be used for producing the solar energy by the use of thermal applications, by use of any electrical applications. Even if we put so many photovoltaic cells in a windmill field, then certainly we will get the doubled the production from the that particular area. So that is very, very good suggestion to just make the systems hybrid for the renewable energy sources. Over.
Thank you so much, sir. If any participant wants to ask any question, they can type on the chat box.
Any more questions?
Sir, I think there is no questions from the audience side.
Okay. I don't know whether my voice was clear or not there.
Yes, sir. Sir, voice is totally clear, sir.
Okay. Good. Thank you.
So thank you very much for this nice session and sparing time with us and share your knowledge with us. I believe it is a fruitful session for all our participants, and definitely they earn the knowledge regarding the renewable energy sources and its utilization.
Okay, thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much, sir, for joining with us. I request all the participants, the feedback link is shared on the chat box. By filling the same, you will generate your e-certificate that will be delivered on your mail ID, which is going to be mentioned in the feedback form. I am thankful to our team to organize such kind of webinar on energy sources. I am thankful to all the participants for their active participation and support during the webinar. The link will be available for next 15 minutes. All participants are requested to kindly fill the feedback form. Please fill the entries carefully, because that same will be reflect on your certificate. In case of any issue regarding certificate downloading or not receiving, you can contact the number that is mentioned there, 922-922-0126. You can consult Dr. Anil Singh Yadav for any issues related to certificate downloading or feedback form filling.